Hello, my name is Anastasia and welcome to my makeup class, Natural Makeup Look. What do I think daytime makeup is? First is the makeup that doesn't take long to do it. Secondly, it should be natural as possible and at the same time long-lasting. Then, this makeup should be good in any situation and it could easily be transferred for an evening party. I want to not just teach you how to make this makeup, but also talk about some skincare tips and makeup products that I find the best for this makeup. What do you need for that makeup? Skincare products for preparation and all makeup products. In the very beginning, we start with the skincare. The skin is the biggest organ of the human body and it performs many functions, so we should take good care of it. There are 3 types of skin: dry, oily, and combination skin. We can change it. Dry skin can get oily and oily can get dry. But there is also skin conditions such as acne, pigmentation, dehydration, dullness, sensitivity. And this is something that we can change by consulting a doctor, by changing your lifestyle and habits. It is very important that your skincare routine meets the needs of your skin. Why do I tell you this? Because the perfect makeup is the one that doesn't need to put on full coverage and heavy products and hide imperfections. So healthy skin is the key to good makeup. But if you're faced with these conditions of the skin, do not try to apply full coverage products. Be patient and make efforts for your health. I'm 32 years old and I use the 3-step skincare system. It includes the use of cleansing oil, tonic, cream, and eye cream. Every time I apply the cream, I use a light massage that boosts the absorption of the cream, improves microcirculation, and has an anti-puffiness effect. I do my massage on the massage lines, so the facial cream I apply from the center of the face to the hair growth line, and the eye area cream goes from the outer corner of the eye to the inner. Now my skin is perfectly prepared. I wait 10 minutes and start my makeup. If I have a little time, the remaining cream I remove with sponge. Let's do makeup. And the most important thing at this stage, please never apply the entire dose of your foundation on your face. It will quickly fix and it will be more difficult to blend it, and at specific light will be visible spots on the face. It can also cause you to apply too much foundation and makeup will look messy. Instead, apply a little product to your hand or a special palette. Take a small amount of foundation and start blending from the center to the hair growth line. At the same time, do not apply close to this line, otherwise the foundation will be very evident. I never put foundation close to my eyebrows and hair growth area, but always take another brush or a clean side of sponge to try and blend the line between the foundation and hair. Here, I also want to say that do not put too much product on the nose and generally try to apply layer by layer, a little by little, so you know where to stop. If your foundation slip off in the nose area during the day or you're disturbed by large pores, use the eye base. Apply a little bit of this base before applying the foundation. The foundation should suit your skin type, and I have compiled the table where you will see the foundations that works for you well. If you don't know what to choose, a brush or a sponge, then choose sponge. I'm just joking. I like both, but I found sponge more multifunctional. It lets you control the situation, put more or less. With a brush, it will not work, so here I prefer to apply with sponge. Do not forget to wash sponge and brush after each use. Remember that skin is an organ and take care of it. If you're thinking about which brushes and sponge to choose, then be sure to look at the Real Technique. They are superbly for blending, low budget, and durable. Let me just say that I'm not a big fan of full coverage concealer. The skin around the eyes is special, like our lips. Here our skin is thinner, it does not sweat because there is no sweat sebaceous glands. Therefore, by applying too heavy products, you dry it and provoke wrinkles. So I only put a light concealer in the zone where I want to highlight a bit. Don't try to whiten this area. It's normal that there is a little shadow here. If you erase it, you will get a flat face effect. Also, try not to use too light shades or you will get a tired face effect. Instead, use a half-tone shade lighter than your foundation, using the principle that if your skin has a cold undertone and you have purple dark circles, then use a concealer with a beige or yellow tone. And if you have a warm time and have a brown, green, or olive dark circles, use a concealer with pink or salmon shade. Here is my favorite concealers. Let's get to the facial contouring, and I'll just say I'm in love with non-contouring technique. What is this technique? It is very delicate face contouring, but if rightly applied, you can have some cool result. For example, I always apply bronzer with a fluffy brush that doesn't take a lot of product, and I gradually layer it up to the point I need. What do I get? The effect of light relief and at the same time fresh sun kiss effect. And what else do you need for a day makeup? Next, I put the blush just above the bronzer and carefully mix the line between the bronzer and the blush. How do I choose the right shade of blush? First, I pull back from the color of the eyes and lips. If I see more in the face of cold shades, for example blue, then the blush is applied to the same cold shades. Any warm shades, olive, bronze, yellow, brown, then the warm blush are appropriate. But if you just want to refresh your makeup, then stick to either mixed shades or warm. Here you can find my absolute favorites, blushes and bronzers. I know a lot of people think about why highlighter is needed. Highlighter is a bliss. The one product that in fact you can avoid, especially if in your cosmetic bags, is absolute minimalism. But look what it gives. Properly applied highlighter gives the effect of the very luxurious glow of the skin that we often see on the red carpets. How to use it? Apply a little highlighter in the fossa near the outer corner of the eye and a little in the inner corner of the eye. Don't put a highlighter on your cheekbone like you used to. Remember that textures with a shiny result emphasizes wrinkles and pores. One of the most important points in the creation of contouring is the use of powder. What do you need powder for? Perhaps you think about removing the oily glow during the day or fix the makeup to make it long-lasting. Yes, alright, but in this technique, the powder performs as a contouring. These areas that I want to smooth visually or highlight, I use their powder. What is the difference in all powders? There is the compact powder and loose powder. We're gonna use loose one. And there are three kinds of loose powder: ordinary, normal one, and mineral, also with many shades, and transparent. It goes without any color and is made of small reflective particles. How are they different? Transparent powder is always the easiest option, and if you like natural effect or choose cover foundation, then this is the perfect option for you. The mineral powder will give additional tone and it's the most heavy of all the powder. Ideal if you like light foundation and want to make it a little more covering. Ordinary loose powder, it will be something between transparent and mineral. Please be careful when choosing a powder with a shade and test them necessarily over the foundation. It may be darker than seems. See how I put the powder on? Applying with sponge to the areas I want to visually highlight and remove the shadow. Let's start with the eyebrows. And before we start making it, don't forget to brush them well. Firstly, it eliminates dirt and peeling from the hairs. Secondly, it stimulates additional growth of the hairs. What is the feature in the daytime brow makeup? It is important to balance and not to accent your eyebrows. Makeup is always more visible in natural light. If you have thick eyebrows, just brush them well and fix them with the transparent eyebrow gel. If you have thin eyebrows, you should use an eyebrow pencil and fix with gel. I prefer to use eyebrow pencil instead of other products, but always choose a color a little lighter so the eyebrows seem harmonious and visually not heavy. Here is my favorite product. Let's get to eye makeup. Oh, I love liquid eyeshadows. First, they perfectly align skin and are ideal if you have wrinkle and some imperfection in this area. Secondly, they always can be used as a base shade. I always recommend buying 1 or 2 such products in neutral shade and without intense shimmer. Why without shimmer? Remember, if you apply a lot of glitter and products on the eyes, then apparently the look will be heavy and the reflective particles themselves will create a messy effect. And if you will use only matte eyeshadows, the eye makeup will look flat and sloppy. Look at how I first applied the Satin Cream Tint by Armani and then used the shining eyeshadow. The makeup appears fresh and has a natural looking wet eye effect. By the way, if you like glitter in eyeshadows, try to apply them with your finger as they often fall off from the brush. Here I've prepared examples of makeup in this technique for inspiration. These products I highly recommend for day makeup. If you have straight eyelashes, then such a curler are indispensable in your cosmetic bag. I press 3 or 4 times and I try to move my eye a little bit to curl all the lashes. And the final touch. I never apply mascara from the roots as my lashes get heavy and then they lose curly results. So I only put mascara along the length of lashes. Let's talk about lip makeup. We will need a pencil and lip gloss or lipstick. I always start with the contour and here I will share my favorite technique. Usually I use my favorite shade from Makeup Forever, which has a perfect cold shade that looks like a natural shadow. I apply it on the middle of my upper and lower lip contour, or I do a little bit all the way around. But if you want to visually make lips more sensual, use the first option. Just put only on the middle of lip contour and then blend it well. In the lip makeup, there is a rule. Matte shades visually make less and shining shades increases. I love the effect of wet lips, but at the same time a lasting effect. So I use the tint and mix it a little with my translucent lipstick or lip gloss. And that's how I have the most long-lasting and not sticky lip gloss. Well, our makeup is ready. But what if you have a date or a party or an important meeting in the evening and you would like to highlight the eyes? Take a black water-resistant pencil and do eyeliner in just 5 minutes. Start by feel well the space between the eyelashes and then create a small line at the outer corner of the eye and blend it in the direction towards the end of the eyebrow. Thank you for taking this course. See you in the next video.